Something on fire. Oh, wow. Let's get into it. I'll tell you why. Not yet. We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Full Circus. My name is Tristan. Sartoris. Happy to be here with you guys today. Gonna be a bit of a shorter episode, and that's not because I'm late. That's not because I was lazy. That's not because I didn't put together the pieces that are in place to make a solid episode of this show. But, one, I'm still sick. Can you believe that? It has been over 3 weeks. Why am I still sick? Why do I not feel 1,000%? It was just a little bit of a cough, and that's still kind of what it is. I thought it was just a loose popcorn kernel that got stuck, and I went, and it's still going, okay? Now, I don't want to play this up like it's the worst thing in the world. It is to me, but I don't want to act like it really is. It is just, it's inconvenient, okay? And I'll tell you what the worst part is. I can't laugh. That's really my biggest gripe, is that I love to laugh. I love to live. I love to live, laugh, love. And I can't do any of those without coughing. And it's like, imagine the greatest experience in life, and every time you do it, it's stripped away from you. Okay? Think of that. What is your ultimate, whatever brightens your day to the maximum? Is it watching me? Hey, how you doing? But if it's getting green lights or opening Christmas presents or a coffee or freaking shaking hands with a stranger, I don't know what it is, okay? Whatever brings you joy. Imagine you just start coughing and it's ruined, okay? I just blasted my vacuum. I turned left. I'm in a lot of pain, but I tripped over it, and it was so funny to me, and I started laughing, and I'm on the ground, and my foot's bleeding, and I'm sitting there laughing because I think the whole situation is hilarious, and then I start coughing, and I'm reminded that, one, I'm not happy anymore, and two, I'm sick, okay? I don't understand, okay? It's just not fair. It's not fair. I haven't been sick in over a year, and now it's just holding on. I don't know where. I don't know why. I don't know who, okay? And that's the reason I'm trying to dress, okay, at my Sunday's best, which is really just my Thursday's best. But I'm trying to tell myself, you're not sick, okay? You're not. Look at you. You're handsome. You stud. And people probably see me, and there's certain parts of the day where I have enough energy, and they go, well, you're feeling better. I'm not. I'm pretending, and my body is not buying it, okay? So, I mean, granted, I'm in pajama pants, so I'm really only selling it halfway, but I choose to believe that this should be convincing enough. Why am I wearing a watch? Time does not exist when you are sick. That's the other reason this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode. I have not been living life, okay? I haven't done anything. I haven't gone anywhere. I want to see weird people and get weird stories, but I'm just lying around. I work out, and some people say you shouldn't, but I need, some sort of physical movement, and that's really it. I have no great things. I've seen no weird people. I sold my car to my brother. He was like, how much you want for it? I was like, I'll just take Kohl's cash for it at this point, because I've been just wanting to get rid of it, okay? That was 4 seconds of my week. I sold a chess set. I don't even know how to play chess. It was another easy sell. But that was it. It was all very, very quick. There's been nothing exciting. There's been nothing going on, man. It's frustrating. I don't mean to just come out here and complain at you, but that's what my week has been. My week has been sick, and I don't want you to think that I haven't been trying to get better. I went and got the medicine. I went and took care of business. I scheduled a doctor's visit. I got there, and my phone died right when I pulled in, which is another little inconvenient moment where you realize that our whole lives are surrounded and built on these things, where I was like, I can't check in, man. My phone's dead. How am I supposed to let the doctor know? How did life work before this? How did you make a doctor's appointment without being able to go, hey, by the way, ding, I'm here? I have no idea. So I was panicking, and I'm knocking on all the doors, and nobody's answering. I'm going up to the register, and like I work freaking, I check out, napkins and lighters. I don't know what to do with the pharmacy. So I'm trying to contact different people. Eventually I run into another lady who is trying to get to her appointment, and she's panicking because she's late. So she's pressing the freaking thing. I'm here. And they're like, we don't care. You didn't get here on time. So luckily, her doing that, she was able to page the doctor, and he comes out from the freaking shadows, and he goes, hey, you're too late. And she's like, I know, I'm sorry, I hit traffic. He's like, that's cool, but I can't do anything about it. And he's like, oh, Tristan, hey, your appointment's coming up. I was like, thank you. Sorry, you got to go, but thank you. So it all worked out well for me, and went to go get some medicine, and I'm on everything. I'm on the Dayquil, I'm on the Mucinex, I'm on vitamins, I'm on pseudoephedrine, I'm on Artazol, I'm on Arbitrol, Arbo something. I'm on everything, okay? He gave me everything. And I'll say this too, okay? When the doctor gave me this medicine, it was oversold. And everybody oversold it, quite frankly. They're like, okay, this stuff, it works good, all right? And I don't know all the names of the stuff because I've been halfway paying attention. I'm just like, just fix me. It's like when you take your car somewhere and they go, well, anyways, got your Cadillac conversion, the exhaust, and the rest, and the front, you need to follow the transfer. And you're just like, that's gibberish. And like, so if you want me to, I was like, just, yeah, of course, do it. What are you talking to me for, okay? I don't need the breakdown. Don't itemize, whatever. Say, car, done, charge, ba-bang. So anyways, he's going through the whole list of things that should help, and whatever, it's some concoction. There's a few different medicines. Again, you should probably pay attention. I have not. I'm more focused on laughing, and until I can do that, nothing else matters. So whatever I got, and however you say it, I'm not even going to keep trying to, everybody was going, this is the good stuff. It's gonna get you crazy. You're gonna be wired. And I thought they were overselling it, but when I went to the doctor, he goes, okay, so you can take these all together if you want, but they both kind of jack you up. Okay, now this is the stuff they use to make meth. Okay, this is what the doctor told me. He goes, right, so this is that Walter White stuff. This is the good. You're gonna be a bit jittery, okay? And it's a big drawback. If you feel like running a marathon, now's the time to do it, because your heart's gonna be pumping. Now, I was getting a little bit worried, but also excited, because I run, high octane, and you're telling me I'm about to go, like, I'm next level, I'm F1, I'm about to go Super Saiyan. I was so excited, and I go home, been taking all of it, nothing. What was that? What was the whole, it's going to get you right. It's also going to give you massive energy. I was like, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to make a screenplay. I'm going to learn to paint. I'm going to pick up the banjo. I'm going to do so much, man. And I'm going to be feeling good. I'm going to be laughing. I can't wait, man. Give me all of it. So I'm stoked out of my mind. Take it. I've been down in it. I'm 4 or 5 days into it. I'm following all the protocols, getting all of the stuff freaking aligned. Nothing. In fact, not only did I not get an energy boost, I fell asleep. How is that fair? This is the golden goose, okay? This is what everybody's seeking. A lot of people were telling me I can't even be on it because it helps, but it's better to just kind of ride out the cold because it kind of jacks me up so much and I can't sleep. And then you're kind of all out of whack. So I, needless to say, was very excited. I haven't slept this much. Okay, part of me kind of feels like, did I just overdose on excitement? Like, what's going on? Like, my body's just like, I can't be here anymore, So I have just been sleeping, and it's so lame because that was like a little, I don't know if I have some sort of, I've never done drugs, but maybe I have some sort of drug problem, and that's why I can't dabble, because I'm like, well, I can't wait to get keyed up, man. But I was so excited, I was so ready for it, and instead I just fell asleep. It was this whole big grand adventure. Somebody sold me on a dream, And then I just had a dream, that's all it was. He gave me a dream. He's like, well, go to bed. So disappointed, guys, disappointed. I will say the sleep was good. Okay. Like I clocked out. I took a nap, and it was no ordinary nap. Let me say this. Okay. You ever fall asleep and it's not just sleep. It's not just nap. I was snoozing, dude. Okay. I'm talking about when you just I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Disengage? No. Huh? Where is it? What is the word? Not disappeared. Gosh dang it. Hold on. Derailed. Is that it? No. Word that start with dis that means leave. Wait. I think I found it. Disembark. Yes, dude! I found it before I saw it, okay? That's +1 for vocabulary. If you guys think this isn't an exciting episode, you've never played Scrabble before. So, gonna be bringing that one back. Anyway, so I disembarked on a beautiful sleep journey. But again, it was a snooze, okay? Like, I'm talking about when you sleep so good that you wake up and the texture of your couch, okay, the fabric is imprinted on your skin, like when your face just has the texture of a wicker basket. And I woke up and I'm like, I don't know what time it is. Nothing's right. I don't know what day, week. This doesn't feel like it's the same reality, Like, I feel like I slept so long, this cannot be the same life. An alternate universe. I think I woke up in the sequel. I woke up in the sequel to my own life. I don't know where I am. I don't know who I am. All I know is that I'm still sick. But that was a nice sleep. So anyways, if anything else, go to the doctor and you'll have a sweet little bit of slumber. So I will say that was really the greatest part of my week so far, was just a nice little nap. I'm trying to stay good, like my health wise, again, eating right, working out, mentally not great because I want to laugh more, but emotionally again but otherwise, physically and spiritually, I'm kind of staying locked in. Ordering groceries because I don't want to go to the grocery store. I ordered 5 gallons of milk, by the way, this morning, and I was in a deep snooze. Woke up and it was just lined outside of my front door. Like, you'd think I'm running a kindergarten. Like, why is there 5 gallons of milk? I've been trying to have more milk, but I'm also been making some pudding. I know I just said my health was really good, but it's fat-free pudding. I'm trying to find some more sweet protein style of desserts. It's all very exciting, but I don't want to get into it. So anyways, guys, there's not a lot of good stories. There's not a lot of weird people out. I mean, they're out there, and I'm one of them, but I assume maybe they're all sick. That's kind of all I can really hope for, is that hopefully this illness is only targeting the insane. So I'm not really missing anything. I'm having FOMO. I'm like, there's a lot of strangers. There's a lot of strange stories, interactions, confusing, awkward. Hopefully they're all sick. And that sounds bad to wish, but I just want to believe that maybe they're dormant and I'm not missing out on any episodes, okay? That I want to, as soon as I rise back to life, I'm going to get out there and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I have so many weird things to say because I've been freaking, bottled up. I was so ready to disembark. And hopefully we can all get back to that as soon as possible. So anyways, all that to say, I'm sorry that's a bit of a shorter episode. I was so excited too because of the podcast. Like, could you imagine if I came on here and I was methed out? Like, why did anybody even sell it in the first place? I think I keep saying this about caffeine, and I was partly joking, but it doesn't affect me because my body runs on 95. And then you give me anything else in comparison, you're like, here's some caffeine, here's some freaking stimulants, here's some real drugs. And my body's like, what is this, vegetable oil? I can't run on this. This is nothing to me. I'm Formula One. And I couldn't get there. I couldn't get there, and I'm not there. So anyways, all that to say, Happy to be here with you guys today. I don't like complaining. Hopefully I'm doing it in a comedic way. Okay. This is how I feel, but I don't want to just come on here and go, oh, friggin' red light, red light, red light. But maybe that's how it sounds because I don't have enough enthusiasm in my voice. You know, how about that? What else is there to talk about? Not in terms of my life, not much. There's a lot of AI discourse going on right now. There were political ads people were making with AI, which I think should be a big no-no. You know, I think political ads in general are already pretty stupid. I think there's just too much. It almost goes like marketing is such a big deal for every aspect of our lives, especially in terms of, you know, government and voting. That's like, well, who gets you in your face the most? Who's get the, you know, there's not really even, I saw someone post that there's not even really two parties. There's two algorithms. Who can get on you? Who can show you the good stuff? Look what I do. I'm not sick. And you're like, well, dude, that's the kind of guy I can vote for. Somebody's going to make sure I'm healthy. But in general, I mean, you're going to have AI do political ads. Like, who am I voting for now? I'm voting for ChatGPT. I'm voting for somebody who make me look good. There was another thing that was really disturbing that came out. It was 2WAI or something like that. Why can't you guys just come up with weird, silly, normal, catchy names? Like, what? It doesn't have to sound like a robot. Did you use a robot to come up with the robot name? Who's doing that? Okay, make it sound pleasant. At the very least, if you want to sway people like me who are already against ya. But this was a pretty disturbing one where they're like, oh, you can kind of capture the personality of your loved ones. Grandparents, parents, dogs, children, whoever, very sad, that have passed away. And you can plug in their details and what they look like, and it brings them to life. And people go, well, look at this. You don't have to say goodbye to your loved one because AI recreated it. Oh, hey, it's so good to see you, Grandma. Yeah, well, we're just talking. You're talking to your grandma who's dead, and it's just creating this weird version of her and bringing to life. Go, well, you know, just hope you're having a great day. Your grandfather and I, you know, we're having a time here in the computer, and he burnt the bread again. You know, it's just another time over the like it's really gross. It's disturbing. Luckily, a lot of people are against that, but there's just so much. I don't know, man. We're just in a weird spot. We really are. There was I don't know if it was just a little bit of a screenplay or a show that I saw in college at one point. I think it was called Marjorie Prime, where the whole the whole production had to do with this woman having a robotic grandmother. I think I can't even remember because it was so lame. But no, it was good. But there was just the idea, and we had read a report. You're not grieving at that point, you know. Why? Like, that's part of saying goodbye. You're gonna have some sort of fake version to hold on to. It's so unhealthy. It's so gross. It's so disturbing. And the fact that somebody's trying to make money off of you insane, you know, you're stuck in a weird mental spot. And then there's gonna be ads. I mean, what happens if you don't pay? You get the free trial version, and your grandma's like, "Oh, la, please enter another coin to continue." You know, like, how does that work? So it's very weird. Coca-Cola just came out in hard stance because they do these big holiday commercials. I'm sure people are familiar if you've seen them, even if you haven't. They're very beautiful and you know, wonderlandish. And they decided that they are going to double down on AI and make a completely computer-generated version of them. And it's just, it's really sad. It's really weird. Okay. And don't get me wrong. AI, well, AI, the word just AI has a very negative connotation now. But, you know, there are tools at our place that can be useful and can be, you know, you can use them to make better things, but you're completely removing so much wonder and so much soul. And there's just so much. Disney is trying to do more of that. You're already not writing. You're already not creating these great stories. What was the actress? Tilly Norwood. There was another, they made a completely fake person. And they're like, well, we would like to sign this actress. We would like to sign this person who doesn't exist. man. Anyways, that's all I've seen. So I don't mean to take too much time about that, but it is phenomenally weird. We're in a weird spot, man. Okay. And I think that's why I love anything. Okay. People like to crap on someone starting or trying something. I don't care how bad it is or how much you want to judge yourself. Do it. Create. Try something, because nobody else is anymore. Not only for fear of judgment, but even if they are, it's not even them. No one's doing anything. Be stupid. Be free. I saw that there's a trend where people are raw dogging boredom, right? So they're trying to, like, we can't think anymore because we're so plugged in all the time. And not only can we not create, but we can't focus. So people are trying this, like a challenge where you sit in the corner of your room with no phone for a whole hour. You try and just think. And it's a little TikTok trend going around. I mean, it's partly in jest, but it's pretty serious at the same time. We're like, well, how do I unplug? I'm just gonna think. What do I do up here? You know, I can't. There's no one there but me and my thoughts. Where will that take me? I don't know. So it's bizarre, man. I think it's just. More than anything, not more than anything, it's just an extra point. I think I already made some really good ones. But another sweet point is that it's removed a lot of wonder in terms of your viewing as an audience, where you watch something and maybe it's a honey badger coming out of a hole and to eat a flower or whatever they do. And you see something that innocent and that cute and that small, and you go, well, surely that was just real. That was just nature I just witnessed. You're like, well, actually, that was computer generated. And now, it's gotten so real where it's kind of, there are some really cool things and there are some really awesome things that people do, and you go, I don't even know if I can buy in. I don't even know if I'm losing a sense of wonder in the real stuff now, because I've seen so much. I've been duped by so much that now when you see something that really is phenomenal, that really is excellent, where somebody really puts their best effort into it, you go, I can't even buy that. I can't even trust it. It's like if everybody was on steroids and then the one guy who just really just got after it, and somehow he had the right genetics and the right training and he did everything and so impressively. And we go, sorry, man, I doubt you. I don't believe it. And he goes, well, how am I supposed to win this sweet competition now? It's a loose analogy. I'm sorry, guys. But anyways, I don't like it. It's just sad. In terms of creation, especially. In terms of everything, actually. I don't even know where that was going. Point being, I hate AI unless it can restore my health. I'll say that much. I have a lot of morals. I have a lot of stances. But if anything can make me healthy and make me laugh again, see ya, dude. I would give up anything to feel good again. You're like, oh, any sort of stances, any sort of beliefs, any sort of political backgrounds, whatever you like, whatever you're against, AI, the dark lords of technology. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You're saying no more sneezes? I'll sign here. That is a joke, of course, guys. If somebody offers you a no sneezing pill, but you have to give up your soul, it's probably not worth it. Well, no, I'm kidding. Anyways, guys, sorry, it's a bit shorter, and it's a bit, I don't know how well that went. I want to be healthy. I want to talk to you. I want to have fun. And more than that, I want to live. 3 weeks is a long time to be sick. That's a really inconvenient way to go about it. But anyways, I hope you guys are very healthy. I hope you're having the wonderful times that you should be. Enjoying your November, enjoying your family, enjoy the weather, enjoy weird people, enjoy creations, enjoy making things, enjoy life, and don't take your health for granted. And there's a lot of people who have it worse than me, okay? And I will say that. Maybe I'm going to reflect on that more. But for right now, I'm just pissed. I'm just, and it's not because I'm sick. I just want to laugh, you know? I was just talking to my friend. He kept trying to make me laugh, and I kept trying to have a good time. And every time I do, I'm going, all right, guys, I will see you. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry, genuinely, but I will say, at least we're here. Okay, we haven't missed an episode. We're close. We're close. Okay, that's three in a row where I'm dragging myself to this chair, just trying to have some fun, and I realize that I don't know if I have the energy for it because the doctor lied. Meth's a joke. Okay, my body just doesn't. My body laughs at meth. It goes, meth. Have you seen the freaking, I'm pumping coal, all right? I got a million freaking shove, and I'm so annoyed. I'll see you guys very soon. Next week, I'm going to be healthy. If I'm not, I'm going to break this window, okay? And that's a promise. And I don't lie often, but when I do it, I don't actually want to break that. I'll see you. Bye.